Buddy, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns continue to move through the season and want to find a way to secure win number 3 on the year. It's the Rams going up against the Browns.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Between the Los Angeles Rams and the Cleveland Browns. They go play action here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Clayton. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Play fake to Mason. Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
Red zone opportunity. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Here's Goff now on second down. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? But if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Trey Mason, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Kaiser on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a second down. They go play action. Kaiser. And his throw's going to be incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver. And it's third down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up a touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Fourth-year man from Texas A&M, Christian Michael. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Play action now. Kaiser to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And the Rams getting set to go now. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On second down, here's Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Now Goff on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Stanley. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. From the 50, it's gone. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there, a 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. On 1st and 10, Goff. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Second and 10, Goff again. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. And they still need 10 yards here to find pay dirt. It's 2nd and goal from the 10. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Play fake. Kaiser. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 10 yards still left on second down. From the gun, Kaiser. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On third down, Kaiser. And that will be incomplete as well. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. And we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. From the gun, here's Gone. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a third and long.
Two for one.
of the gun. Goff. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This is taken around the 12. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
On play action, Kaiser going deep here for Watkins. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't. Hold on at its second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Off the play fake, Kaiser. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. After the interception, here's Goff to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. To throw on second down is Goff. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Clayton. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a handoff. It's Christian Michael. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They go to Michael again. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. To throw is Kaiser. He'll buy some time right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st down, gone. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. The 20. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. 89 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that. Kaiser now to throw on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Second down following the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard at the 36. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jonathan Newsom from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Here we go! Ohio! Ohio!
Here's Kaiser. He finds Coleman. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The catch is made by Kendall Wright. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 there, but now it's 3rd. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a give. It's Michael. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. Kaiser will sneak it. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. DeShone Kaiser, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And the Rams now coming out on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
On first down, it's gone. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And his throw is incomplete. Receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they? Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Over the middle, complete. That's Clayton. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. To throw on 2nd down. Jones being chased out left. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And we're back now here in Cleveland. The Rams on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Mark Barron able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Browns on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run a toss play to Michael. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he is knocked down from the side, right there around the 35-yard line. 2 yards is the pickup, and it'll give the Browns a 1st down. On the carry, Michael. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Kaiser now on 2nd down. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets us into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there at 22. Kaiser to throw it. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he gets it down to the 32. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They run again with Michael. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. 4th down, Kaiser, desperation time. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Now they try the right side here. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Rams on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. Now Jones. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. It's taken to the 26. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off near his own 48. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Rams on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Toss play to Mason. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. This is Michael. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
For Kaiser. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Give them 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now they'll bootleg it with Kaiser. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Trying to go back to Watkins. 3rd down here. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They'll throw here. Kaiser. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at about the 31. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Los Angeles, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the